TIFU by cheating on my so and karma came fast. This actually happened about 10 years ago and we split up because of it. Before I go any further, I want to point out that I am fully aware of how shitty and inexcusable cheating is. I was young and made a mistake that I paid for immediately. This is my story. So one night my roommate invited me, 21 years old at the time, to the beach to see a bunch of people that we knew from high school and had not seen since graduation. We had spent all night in the bar drinking and taking shots. Eventually the bar closes, so me, my roommate and the remaining members of our group decided to grab the coolers from our friend's hotel and head towards the water to finish the night off with a few more beers and listen to the water. The waves seemed to be appearing from the void. This is about the time things took a turn. We had been debating getting in the water, but this is not very smart at night, especially when you do not know the schedule of the tide. Plus we were absolutely shit-faced. I was the first one to start heading that way, removing my clothes down to my underwear, when one of the girls we were with sprints past me. I turn around and everyone is naked. I admit that at this point I had not even considered how my girlfriend would have felt about this, and I got naked too. We had been swimming for about 30 minutes when everyone started splitting up. This was during low tide, so you could go quite a ways away from shore and still be waist deep. I had come up to a sandbar with this girl that I had been friends with for years. Neither of us had even realized how far away we had strayed from the group or the shore. This is the moment I cheated. About halfway through the deed I heard my roommate screaming our names at the top of his lungs. We were the only ones left out there and the tide was coming in. We made it only a few feet from the sandbar when I noticed what looked like fireflies in the water. I quickly realized that these were jellyfish and they were everywhere. We both frantically tried to hurry through, but they just kept coming. There were at least 50-75 that we could see. Suddenly I felt a sharp sting across the back of both knees. I grabbed my friend by the wrist and started to pull her as I did my best to run, because now shit had gotten serious. I made the one mistake that every beach goer knows better than to do. I decided we needed to get out immediately and climbing the rocks would help. I did not even get a single foot planted because my toe was immediately sliced open to the bone by a clam. Now I am naked, pouring blood, and both of us had been stung all over. We started back towards the beach when I was doubled over in pain, shooting through my penis and balls. I thought I had been bitten by something, but it turns out a jellyfish had wrapped around my genitals. I had never been in pain like this before. When we finally got to the beach, we were surrounded by all of our friends who heard us screaming and had called the police because they thought we had come across a shark. It is now almost 5 a.m. and the experience had completely sobered me up. The police were surprisingly cool about the whole situation and one of them offered to walk us back to the hotel. Fast forward to later in the morning when my roommate had driven us home. When we got home I started evaluating my injuries. I definitely needed stitches, but opted out because I did not have insurance at the time. My penis looked horrendous, however. I could not even believe what this jellyfish had done to it. It was swollen, tender, and was a different shape. I took a handful of ibuprofen and took a shower before passing out for the remainder of the day until the evening when I wake up to my girlfriend crawling in the bed with me. My heart sank. She knew I had gone out the night before, and my roommate informed her of my rough night, excluding the fact that I betrayed her. She was there for maybe a total of 10 minutes before I completely broke down and confessed, but did not tell her about the cut or the jellyfish. She never looked at me, never cried, and left without saying anything. I saw her about 4 years ago in a bar. She approached me and asked if we could talk for a while. She told me that she was never mad at me and that after some time she was just happy I was honest after the fact, she noted. To which I replied, "Well, I have got something else to tell you about that night that you are going to love." She ducking loved every second of hearing the rest of the events from that night. We laughed pretty hard about it. I paid for her tab and left. We have not spoken since. Too long didn't he read. I cheated on a very good girl and was stung on the dick by a jellyfish immediately after. Damn, that is a story she will be telling people for years. Talk about a parting gift. Got any crazy excess? Wanna hear about the jellyfish cheater? Exactly, and she will get to laugh about it all over again. So what you are trying to say is that you cheated on your girlfriend with a jellyfish? Pretty much. I am not gonna lie, on my first read that's what I thought. You ducked up. got karma D, and were honest. She was strong enough to walk away as was deserved, and you had the opportunity to tell a story and laugh together. That's a lot more than most cheaters get. Yeah, you ducked up but you were honest. Hit like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing to our channel.